what's up of the morning to you ladies? My name's Man Buck. Welcome back to the old school series where previously, actually over stream too, we ended up planting field 34. Now we have Corey right now out planting 31. We're going to need to get him some seed whenever he fills up. But I've heard, I was snooping around, and as you guys can see on the map, there's like two vehicles that are sitting here. Now, I don't know exactly what they are because I've never noticed them, but when we were walking tree line a couple days ago, I ended up running across them. I didn't know they were sitting there. When I bought this land, I didn't know anything was sitting back in the trees. Like, I mean, we walked it, we checked the soil, we did all that, but I never knew. I mean, I can't see anything over there. So we're going to pop in the Chevy, and we're going to go down and see what exactly is sitting in the ditches of those things, as I'm really excited. Now, if you guys have not already, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below. One thing we do need to do is actually mow the yard, but we can take care of that after we get figured out what we have sitting in the ditch over there. So, yeah, if you guys haven't already yet, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below, and let's get a little bit into today's video. Now, like I mentioned, there are there's one tractor and one car that I've heard that are right along the tree line. Bambi in the tree line. I repeat, Bambi is in the tree line. But I've heard that it rides somewhere. I know it rides somewhere up along this tree line and on this riverbank. So I know Corey hasn't planted over here yet, so I kind of want to take a little bit of a drive. I don't have my tow rope with me, so I'm going to have to run to TSC and go get that. Kevin's still finishing the rolling of the seed bed over there. But I'm wondering what the tractor is that's sitting in the ditch, that we might actually be able to hook it up to the roller, and instead of having the little Ford do that, we might be able to do this. I could have sworn it was up along this tree line somewhere. I must have literally just, like, completely missed this. Oh, okay. Maybe. Oh, there. Well, we got 3 vehicles by the looks of it. What the heck is this? It's like some sort of old, like, Lincoln Town car. Might be a Mercury. Ah, that's way too far gone. No way. No way. Hold on a minute. That's gotta be a 70 to 72 SS. Oh, it's not the pistol grip, the staple shifter. But it is a 3, it looks like it's a 4-speed, maybe? 4-speed, maybe? That is, I mean, the interior just looks dirty and possibly maybe a little bit moldy, but yeah, I think that's a 70 because it didn't have the mirror on the one side. No way! That is a 70 SS Camaro. I mean, it's rough, but what the heck is this thing? Like some 40s or 50s. I want to get this thing out. I can get a rope and tie that thing and get that out of there. See if the 350's still good. That'd be amazing. Well, I guess what we're gonna do now is we'll run over and we'll see what that tractor is, because I know that's embedded in the tree line somewhere as well. But yeah, we got a 1970 Camaro that's sitting back in the tree line on the riverbank. I wonder what the heck that's all about. Well, we'll go and check out what the tractor is that's sitting over here, and then we'll kind of let you guys know. But I'm going to run into Tractor Supply and go grab a tow rope, because I know that car is not going to start. That thing is completely rusted out. Tires are sunken into the mud. Now, it said the tractor is somewhere along this river. Oh, okay, I think I saw it. It says somewhere along this riverbank, bedded on the tree line. Kind of find my way through there. Let's see, what exactly are you hiding? Oh, there it is. Okay, so it appears to be a front wheel assist. It's an 860 or an 890? 850. So it's an 850 diesel. This has to be... You don't see these with front wheel assist. That has to either be customly done, or that is a very rare model. I mean, it looks like it might actually still be able to run. I mean, we'll drag it back out and take it to the shop, but shoot, if we can get that running, that's at least, it's got to be close to 100 horsepower. And the front wheel assist. We don't have a front wheel assist on the farm. Give me axle grease and call me slick. We're going to drag those things out. Well, let's make a run to TSC quick, and we're going to grab ourselves a tow strap. And we'll make our way back and see if we can't pull those things out. Because I know these guys are going to be good for a bit. So we'll see you guys when we get to Tractor Supply. So TSC should have what I'm looking for here. I'm just basically going to be looking for more or less a plate with a tow rope on it that I can just hook up to both of those things and just drag them out. I don't know exactly if we're going to be able to, what the pricing unit of what that's going to cost me, but it shouldn't be too much. Please excuse the rope, like, kind of flinging through the bed, but, so we got our plate here. This cost us about 280 bucks to get, but I think this should work. So we'll attach the rope on this side of the back of the truck, hook the plate up to whatever, the Camaro or the tractor, and we can pull that out, hopefully, and that should be able to get us everything that we need. We'll make our way back, and we're going to go and try and pull those two things out of the ditch. So what I would like to try and end up doing is I'm going to pull the car out first. I want to try and get this. Now, I obviously don't have enough money to restore these things by the slightest. The 850, if I can get that thing running, I'll try and just do a fresh oil change. Basically just get it as usable as possible, so I can maybe put it into some field work, and if I wanted to down the road, we can get it repaired, but it really all depends on how, like, is the block seized up? Is something cracked? Is there a warp somewhere, like just the frame bent, or we all know the risks of getting something that we just found in a ditch. Now, the other thing is that one of these two things could technically be flooded. Give or take how long they've been sitting there, the riverbank could have risen, and it's a flooded out, rusted mess. We'll be able to find that out more, especially with the Camaro. I don't want to pull a car that has so much rust on the floor pan that it's completely unfixable. Now, it looks like Corey's out of seed, so we'll run and get him some seed here in a bit. But I really want to try and get this Camaro out at least first, since it really, it shouldn't be too big of a challenge, but I would not necessarily want to go and drop a brand new 350 motor in this thing if it's not even worth it with all the rust on it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our plate here. Now, for some reason, the plate does not, like, disattach the rope, the manual attach, so we're going to have to kind of try and work with that. What we're going to do is we're going to take this plate, we're going to probably attach it to just underneath the subframe on this car, because I don't really have a good place to attach it. Let's see, did I get it? Yes, okay, so that's detached on the first try, nice. We'll back the truck up, and I'm going to slowly pull the car out. I probably want to make sure if it's in neutral or not. See if I can kind of squeeze my way into the car. Yep, it's in neutral. Let's back up, and we're going to try to very delicately pull this car out of here. So the little tug, let's see what we can do in low. Oh, she is stuck in the mud. Come on, baby. It seems like the wheels are kind of locked up. Yeah, they're spinning real slow. Just, oh, hello. Okay. It must be stuck on. Let's readjust. I'm gonna pull it from the other way. See if that helps a little bit. Yeah, I was like partially full throttle and it wasn't going anywhere. So let's try and readjust that and pull it out this way, because it might be hitting something on that far side. All right, let's try that. There she is. Oh, that is crusty. That is crusty. Look at that thing. Oh, oh, that is rough. I mean, the brakes seem like they're pretty locked up. I don't know how long this thing's been sitting. Let's check out the interior on this thing. Ew. All grimy and it's dirty, but I mean, look at the seats. Like, that's just mold. It looks like mold. At least everything's still in here, though. I mean, that's a plus. Genuine leather, genuine Chevy floor mats. It is a 4-speed. Yeah, actually, it's also got the key. Well, let's see what motor's in this thing. It is a 350 small block. See if I can reach down in there and spin it. Oh no, that thing is locked up. That is not good. Well, I think what I'm going to end up doing here is I think I'll go grab my trailer and I'll just winch the car onto the trailer and we can take it back to the shop and see if I can't maybe wash it off and see what we have underneath this. Because the car looks like it was either red or, like, from this angle, yellow. It might have been a multicolor car, but for what reason this SS is sitting here, I don't know. Let's get our tow rope disattached here. And we'll go and try and work on that tractor. Now, this one's kind of a different story because I think I might have to clear out some of this tree line in order to get to it, wherever it's at. Okay, it's right here. If I can clear out a tree line just to the right of this, just to the left of this, we might be able to pull it straight out. Oh yeah, we might actually be able to pull this thing straight out if I just clear out this area of brush. So I'm going to go and grab my 0 turn and we're going to try and just mow over the top of that. I might try and just see if I can't get it to crank. Of course, I'm going to service it if I can, but let's get this mower unfolded. And let's see if we can't mow down these bushes. Come on, you. I don't think I will. I think it's just too much. Well, that's no harm, no foul. But what I think I'm going to end up doing is I got to grab something because that brush line's a little bit too thick to be doing any of this. So we're going to grab the 40/40, and we're going to grab our disc, and we're just going to drop the disc and run a line along those tree branches and see if we can't get it to uproot anything. And it's my bad. I actually thought this is a 40/30, but the one thing this tractor's notorious for is it can't really pull anything very well. So I'm gonna try because the 50/20 right now is having its weights taken off the duals, so all the duals they're not completely off yet, but all the lug nuts are loosened on the tires, so I don't want to have to undo all that. So we're just gonna try and uproot some of this stuff with the 40/30 with our disc. Now, like I said, this is probably not going to work great, but this is about the best I'm going to be able to do. So put it in A, put it in 1. Let's see if we can't do this. Hey now, that's working pretty good. Okay, that kind of worked. I want to see if I can't get this one tree that sits right next to this. If I can get this one, we're golden. There we go. All right, that's like perfect access. Good job, 40/30. I actually am very proud of you. That's the first time this tractor's like actually done the job that I wanted it to do, and it did it well. So let's get this out of the way, and we're going to get the Chevy lined up. Pardon the fact that this thing's jumping around. This is the one part that, again, like I said, kind of sucks about this tow pack. First thing I want to do once I get this tractor out is I want to try and spin the block and see whether or not it's going to be loose or if it's going to be a problematic, it's locked up. Kind of be careful because I obviously don't want to fall down the riverbank. Let's just see, can we get this tractor to hook up at all? Alright, we have the tractor attached. Let's see if we can get this thing to go. Oh, she does not like this. I'm spinning. Come on, Chevy, you can do it. Come on, Chevy. Oh, she is a heavy son of a gun. Come on. It's up. It's almost up. It's almost up. Come on. Dig, 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 dig. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. You're almost there. Oh, I'm just digging ruts. Oh, she is locked up, though. Almost there. You know, I could have checked if the tractor's in neutral. It was. Okay. Okay. I mean, it just looks dirty, but it's possible we could actually have this thing be working. See if we can drag it out just a bit more. There she goes. Now she's up and over. Well, now that we got that out, let's just see if we can't find out if this block is actually free. Just want to try and get my wrench in here. Let's just see if we can get this thing to turn. Ah! Up, oh, yep, yep. Yep, we got ourselves some back and forth. Now, it probably is going to be... See if we can do it from here, see if we can't get a better angle at it. Oh, okay, so we do actually have a free block in this thing. So, I'm going to kind of see if I can't maybe finagle. I know I got jumper cables, so let's actually get that hooked up. I want to jump this. I want to see if I can get this tractor started. We'll get our battery hooked up. Turn our jumper on. Kevin, could you be any louder over there? I swear, that tractor, it is so loud. I just called Kevin and said, you gotta stop with that thing for a minute. We're trying to record over here, and we can't hear anything. So we have compression. It does sound like it works. This does have also new, looks to be new hydraulic ports on it. I mean, it's still got fresh things. This must not have been sitting here very long. But it sounds like we have compression. Okay, well, we have the engine spinning. We have... So I want to pull the fuel line off. I want to check fuel. This thing's got to have absolutely garbage fuel. I'm going to run over and grab the Jeep quick, and we're going to see if we can get a little bit of fresh diesel in this thing. So since the Jeep has a diesel tank on the back, I think the fuel gauge on that tractor was off, because it was reading that it was at a full tank. Now, I haven't looked inside the fuel cap of it yet, but I'm pretty sure that tractor does not have much fuel in it. If that was a full tank of fuel in that, that would have still have also been pretty hard to pull. So, let's get the fuel tank. I believe the fuel trigger's on this side. We'll back this in, and we're going to try and put a little bit of fresh diesel on this thing. Yeah, there we go. So, looks like to be our fuel needle. It must have been sitting for a while enough that it actually, like, froze in a position where it looked like it was open. We just kind of through that, and now it looks like it's actually working. So I think that's about all the fuel we're at least going to need for right now. So let's just try and see if we can't get this thing to kick over. We have fresh fuel. We have compression. If we don't get a fire after at least 2 or 3 cranks, I'm going to know it's going to be coming down to not even necessarily spark, but we'll get some new glow plugs in these things. Come on, baby. There she be. Oh, she's a rattler. Okay. Well, from what I can tell, this thing has a 3-speed gearbox. Looks, the game says we got a 6, but I think this has got about a 3-speed gearbox and 1, if not 2, reverses. So we're going to try and put it in reverse 1, and let's see what we can do here. Let out the clutch. Okay, well, it moves. That's a plus. So power steering's a little bit rough. Well, let's just see whether or not this thing can go forward now. Put it in third. And we have forward. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we just got ourselves a brand new working tractor. Our front wheel assist seems to be working just fine. I don't want to drive it for too long. Our gauges look fine. Now, of course, we're running cold right now, but who knows if this thing has any coolant in it. So we'll try and get this thing back to the shed. We'll clean this off, and we're going to go and try and pick up the Camaro on the backside, and then we'll get to start planting on the rest of the day. So catch you guys once we get this back to the shop. So now we've actually seen this car in the sunlight for the first time in whoever knows how long this car has been sitting. We're going to wash this car off and the 850 over there. We're just going to see how bad the damage is on these things. I don't know how bad this is going to be, but I think this 850 hasn't been sitting for too long. So we'll grab our garden hose over here, turn on our faucet. Let's just see how bad this tractor actually is. I know our hubs are going to be basically demolished, but I don't need this thing to look pretty. It's just a matter of if this tractor works a lot. So get up all in there. Of course, we're not going to get all the grease off of it, but that's the worst of our problems. I think we're doing all right. That thing actually didn't turn out too bad. I mean, the dry rot on the tires are kind of a little bit icky, but paint's not in terrible condition. I'll actually take that just right. These things had roughly about 90 to 95 horsepower, somewhere in that ballpark, so that'll definitely help us out when it comes to just field work in general, having one more tractor, especially the front wheel assist. Oh, that'll help out tremendously. I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. I might see if I can't jerk it enough that, since it's in neutral, I'm going to jerk it enough, and then we're just going to rebuild the drum brakes in the back anyway, so we'll see if we can't roll this thing into the garage, but gotta spray this thing off and see what we're working with here. Up underneath our wheel well. Oh man, this thing is rusted. Holy cow. Clean up the interior. I'm just gonna spray that off. Now that actually doesn't look half bad on the inside. Let's see what that looks like now. No, that didn't turn out too bad. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to redo all of it, but I think this car was yellow by the looks of it. I mean, of course, it's, like, burnt and peeled, and it's just bare metal underneath this thing now, but I'm pretty sure by the looks of it, this was a black racing stripes. You can kind of look at that. I think there's black racing stripes, and the car was yellow. Yeah, let's get this thing in the garage, and let's see, we'll wait for another day to start on this thing. So we gave it just a bit of a jerk, and we kind of got the back brakes to actually loosen up a little bit, so we're just going to push this thing back in here. And we'll get to this project more or less come summer once we got a little bit less work to do. Holy cow, this thing is heavy. Jeez, Pete's. Leave that there. Ay caramba. Let's get the hood open on this thing. Yeah, it's a 350 small block. Well, I'll see if I can get that running someday on that, but for right now, that car's just going to have to sit there. I'm not going to be able to work on that, and I got to get this thing back up and running and out in the field, so we're going to run now. We're going to get out and start working with the planning. So with all the corn in the ground, what we're going to end up doing here is the hopper still like have 73% left. I didn't know exactly how much I was going to need. So we're going to unload this, get it loaded up with soybean seed, and we're going to start getting that planted. But I think for right now, that's probably going to do it for this one, guys. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below. If you guys would like to see the soybean planting in like a live stream or some other thing, be sure to send that down in the comments down below, as this has been a really fun time getting this series up and going, especially now that we're getting into planting season. But that's going to do it for this one, guys. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below. Also, be sure to check out the Boomstick Club for all the up-to-date content from me and the gang. You already know who is in it, and I shall see you all in the next one. This is the Rental Man out.